Yeah, we are open for interviews if you're interested. I mean, yeah, if we'd like. If you want to.
What is this for? Christianity?
It can be.
Heck yeah.
You want to do another one, Jacob? I do it all the time.
Sure, yeah.
It's your thing.
So I'm going to give you my seat if that's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I'll go over to his.
I'll try for a second.
Okay.
But if I'm
That's
really
my bag,
fucking weird, don't ever use it, you know?
Oh, it's okay, yeah.
It's terrible.
We are live streaming, just so you know. But nobody watches this, so
cool.
it's okay. What's your name, man?
James.
Jacob.
Jacob, sick.
So
Nice eyes, man.
Thank you, you too.
Yeah, thanks.
So let me give you a little rundown of what we try to do here. This is called Street Epistemology.
BYU.
You recognize my shirt.
I went to LDS Business College.
Oh, cool. I have a lot of friends who transferred there.
Yeah, I didn't graduate. I'm not really good at that.
I didn't graduate from BYU either. So did you live in Utah then?
Yeah, for a second.
Cool.
Like 1.5 or 2 years or 3 years or something.
I was there for 3 years.
Nice.
And then I was exiled.
Really?
It was more of like a exodus, you know, I got out of there.
Did you get excommunicated?
No, I left before they could.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Do you hate them?
I was just talking to somebody about this. You know, it's like depends on what day.
It's a Sunday today.
Yeah, I know. I could have been in church right now, actually.
Same here.
So you were raised Mormon?
Oh yeah.
In Utah or outside of Utah?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
California.
I was raised Mormon in Sacramento,
Ooh, cool.
or like thereabouts.
Nice. I've
So-
knocked on some doors over there for some other companies, like after my mission, like solar panel stuff.
Oh yeah?
It's not very fun.
Where was your mission at?
Colorado.
Oh, cool. That's funny that I find an ex-Mormon on the street here.
I'm
But
not
we're
really an
everywhere,
ex.
though.
I'm still somebody. Like, I'm a bad person already, but like,
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Sorry for assuming, by the way.
I know, it's okay.
You do seem like a very cool person.
This is
Mormon or
loud.
not.
This is crazy.
Do you want me
do
to
some
turn your
beats?
levels down? Is that too
No,
loud?
that's fine. It's fine.
Okay. So we do something here called street epistemology, and basically the
Episcopalian?
gist is. Thank you, Reed. The gist is the person in that chair has some kind of claim about the world, like a belief. A lot of people talk about God or karma. Just the kind of belief that you can't really prove, but it's always there. It came from your heart or something like that.
Yeah.
And-
Stuff's weird. It's interesting. I always test all the waters. I'm just like, oh,
Sure.
okay. Like,
Hey, that's like a very cliche ex-Mormon thing, is to kind of leave Mormonism and then try everything else.
But I grew up in hell, kind of, you know? Like, you didn't see my childhood. Like, it was like, it was very proper and stuff. Everything was okay. But, I like to, like, jump off stuff and run around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And you made it here today. You're still kicking.
Yeah, I thank goodness. I swear. I've
Still
almost
jumping
died a
off
few
stuff.
times, for sure.
Still jumping off stuff or no?
Yeah. 35. I'm not going to stop. I have to keep going.
Cool. Don't stop.
Bruce Irons, he had a baby. Like, I don't have a baby yet, or kids. But, like, he still charges waves and stuff, and I think that's rad. Because if I was ever to be a man and have kids, I want them to look up to me and not be like a softie. I still want to fucking hold it down to whatever.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, in the ensuing years after your faith crisis, or whatever, happened in your way, did you kind of land somewhere, or do you still sort of...
I float everywhere. I really don't even know what I'm doing most of the time, but I'm okay with that. Like, if you, like, I'm kind of a weird person, so I never really did a good job at school and stuff, but I could, like, talk and have fun. But, like, just kind of, like, here. There was no, like, I like to joke about, like, what if I was one of those people that were just meant to, like, just walk up and hit my head on a wall all day? Like, if that's what I wanted to do, then so be it, you know?
Yeah, I had a dog that, like, that was his hobby, I guess.
Nice. So I do kick against the pricks occasionally, like, in the scriptures, what it says, per se. But I'm having fun. I'm with two pretty girls and hanging out on Sunday. But, yeah, I'm not at church right now, and whatever.
Okay. Have you, so usually when we're having these conversations, it kind of focuses on a belief.
Yeah.
Which is why I asked if, you've kind of been like settling on a belief, or you're just
Yeah, it's
sort of
hard for
skeptical
me.
of everything.
I'm not good at like commitment.
Yeah.
Unless it was like a mission for a certain period of time, and I could do that. Like, I'm obviously not married or anything.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
One thing I think about with my mission, I was in Brazil for a couple of years.
Nice. You know Portuguese?
Yes.
I worked at Tacano's Brazilian Girl in Salt Lake City.
Oh, very cool.
For a way long time. It was rad. It was fun.
Yeah, I've been there. That's a very cool
Mauricio
spot.
was my meat server, head lead. Yeah.
I didn't meet anybody.
I actually was the peixe, the codfish. I saw it falling and I caught it. It was so heavy, my hand went in the deep fryer. It was terrible.
up.
It was like, I was like,
Wow.
oh my gosh. And I was so nervous to tell anybody, so I just kept working and my hand was like bubbling up.
Oh, God.
And then they found out and they were like, oh, you gotta like put soap on it and stuff. It was pretty fun.
Jesus. Yeah, that should be the first thing they tell you, is not to catch the fish if it's falling, right?
Yeah.
They're like-
No, it's like fry. Yeah, that stuff's hot.
I worked at a Subway, and they would tell me, don't catch the sandwiches if they're falling. Just let them fall.
Nice.
I'm like,
Subway's a good place. They have a good sandwich.
So sometimes I ask myself how I feel about my mission.
Yeah.
Because I don't, believe Joseph Smith was everything that they say he was. But I told a lot of people that he was this big prophet.
Yeah.
Do you feel like conflicted ever about that?
Yeah, because my dad is one person and my stepdad, I was raised like, I have like variables. But I really feel like was a true prophet. But if we really look into the nitty gritty of all the things, like, I think there's some probably gnarly stuff that saints just choose not to even know about, and they just live their lives and think, oh, like it's like this, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm over that. I don't give a fuck. Like, shit. Like, I'm happy to die if it was my time, but like, I still choose to like, I know if I was being honest, like in the Ten Commandments, like thou shalt not lie and stuff. There's been some pretty hot girls that want to marry me, and their dad's like, oh, but I was like, you have no fucking clue who I am. Like, I'm pretty gnarly. Like, I'm a mess head. Like, I do drugs, I party, and I think my wife is more alternatively outside of that box. And if we find love is more important than anything, I think. So if that's cool, I'm sure God would think that's cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who am I to say?
I don't know. Yeah, but are you God? Just kidding.
Yeah. That would make this a lot more fun of an interview if one of us was God.
Yeah, I'm sure we could be.
So you mentioned before that you still hold, like, more or less a conviction that Joseph Smith
Well, I don't
was a
take the
prophet?
sacrament anymore. I've had sex. I lost my temple recommend and stuff. I'm chilling. I know where to go to get that, but yeah.
That's pretty, like, I feel like about half the people who leave the church leave because they kind of never believed it and just want to live their life. And then the other half of people who leave the church never really stop believing it. They just sort of want to live their life a different way. So would you say it would be fair to say you fall into that
Like
latter
David
group?
Whitmer or somebody?
Where you just sort of like, you want to do your own thing. You pretty much believe most of what you were told.
I'm pretty trivial. I'm not very sure. I think I want to get like 7 more tattoos, and then I'll go straight edge maybe.
Yeah.
And see what happens. Yeah. If the spirits are talking to me strongly and I'm doing really well, because I've gotten fucked up. Like broke my ankle and shit, and the other bad things. On a Sunday skating, I used money that was given to me to like go to meet my family for things, and I chose to do drugs and all the off shit, and I got fucked up. But I normally don't get hurt, but like I really don't know. I'm like a baseball player slash like I have like all these tenseis, like an NBA jam, like when he like shoots but he doesn't shoot, like tensei. So it's like I just try to think about all the variables and I gather them, and I'm like, whatever works for me works. And sometimes I'm like, okay, I could party today, I can't party today, and then I could do this. I don't know, it's just difficult. And it's pretty cool that I have 2 dads that both kind of fucked up in a way or whatever, because I could be like, fuck, I don't give a shit, like. And I'm pretty reckless in that cause, so, but I'm happy about it in a way. And honestly, I mean, from all that we've learned, and I'm sure you've learned what I've learned, it's just that, like, I don't know, I'm not really afraid. And if you think about, like, I see people that I know that aren't members of the church that are really beautiful families, and the dad could have a beer and chill, and I'm like, this family is beautiful. Like, I hang out with them more than my family sometimes. That's something special, and I like things that are special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would you say that you see yourself eventually settling down and being more
Hopefully,
of a
unless I
traditional
die or
Mormon?
something. Huh? Oh, I'm planning on it. But the fact that I've been planning on it and it hasn't happened yet, it's interesting.
Mhm.
But I am planning on it too. Hopefully.
What does that mean to you to sort of like be a traditional Mormon?
I don't believe in like traditional, and there's no such thing as a Mormon. Like that, you know.
Yeah, I was putting words in your mouth. That was my bad. So, you know, when you say that you eventually plan on returning to the faith,
I just believe in God for sure, and I think if things are how they are, I think that every man he used, whether prophet or not, they're all pretty like Noah was drunk. I mean, he chose him to like save, you know, animals and shit, but he was like naked, drunk. He woke up like. I just think that people didn't realize like he's using what he has.
you're talking
We're all
about Noah.
people.
Talking about Noah.
Noah
right
in the
now?
ark, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, if he ever tried to find the most perfect person, it's never going to be, like, we're people,
Mhm.
you know? So, and if, yeah. So, this is insane. What the hell are you guys?
Well, it's a coincidence.
Are we
that
done here? This is a very quinky dink for sure.
Yeah. No, we can be done if you'd like to be done.
Yeah. But this is fun. Thanks.
Yeah.
Where did you serve again?
I was in Brazil.
That's fucking rad.
Yeah, I only got back like 5 years ago.
Really? Did you
Just
get, what did you
short
do?
time.
Did you go back home?
I went back to BYU.
Did you
where
date
I
a
was
girl?
studying.
I almost got married when I was in there.
Yeah.
The girl started, yeah, it was interesting.
Mhm.
I think it was a trip. I was a virgin until I was 26.
Yeah.
And then I just fucking like,
Yeah.
it's all interesting though.
Totally.
Is he LDS?
No, I'm sort of the only Mormon in the group here.
Did you think about this whole thing?
Which thing?
Are you anti-Mormon?
Anti what? No, I wouldn't say I'm anti-Mormon.
Cool. I think you're a rad dude.
Thank you. Yeah, you seem really cool too.
Thanks. You girls should hear this. This is like, we're like totally talking and stuff. I can hear it, but we should go. Yeah.
Thank you for stopping.
Oh my gosh. Just don't use my full name maybe or something.
Oh yeah, we don't even have to use your name.
But my dad was excommunicated, so I don't give a shit. Like, fuck,
Thanks for stopping.
yeah.
What was your name again?
James.
Yeah, it's a cordial curiosity.
You're still rocking the Brazilian?
I got my